is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and CD, the Bengals. Well, they're officially no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they did not won a playoff game since January of 1991. They are now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. Two previously to Joe Montana, the 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, it's probably a day that a lot of folks in the Motor City thought would never arrive. And we all know the numbers. One playoff win since the NFL championship game of 1957. That was still 10 full years before the first Super Bowl. But here are these Lions playing for the Lombardi Trophy.
And this is such a big deal that normally you see fans like this, these long-suffering fan bases, that have the T-shirts after the team wins the big game that says, "Now I can die in peace." They're wearing that T-shirt already. Just getting to this game is enough for them because they've only won, what, one playoff game in all that time since their last NFL championship. So they're excited to have it. The whole state of Michigan, they're just off the charts right now. Everyone banding together saying, "Go Lions."
And the Lions, Charles, the only team that's been in existence for every season in the Super Bowl era without ever playing in this big game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. A dump down to McKinnon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Play action now, Vic. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Vic.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll run with Barkley.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck in and go himself.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still one possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher pressure there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Looking deep for his tight end, Hurts. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Ertz, 49 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
From the red zone now, Vic buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again, being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Vick now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Ready? 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Vick. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And it's caught.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tomlinson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive. Yeah, I think you can definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half. Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the... Coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Howard again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Howard up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This is Howard on second down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Watson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Swift again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Terry McLaurin from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A first down throw coming for Vic. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Vic to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Vic. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It'll be Vic once more. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kenyon Drake punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That throw by Vick incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On play action, Vick. Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the gun, Vick. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
They use the time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.